Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this real estate video, we're going to be checking out a K40 account that is pretty well set. It's got quite a bit of civilization gear, a whole lot of other stuff. So we're going to go around, check it out. And if you are interested in buying this account, you can contact the seller directly. The information will be in the video description, so you can just send that person an email and contact them directly. We're going to start off by looking at troops. So it is a 14.1 billion power account. So I'm expecting that there's going to be quite a few troops in here. Yeah, lots of, well, there's 2 tier 15 that are unlocked. Quite a few of both of the ground and cavalry. Got a lot of 14s and 13s. Yeah, these numbers are pretty high. You got over 1 billion troops overall. So you're going to have some pretty decent layers and quite a few tier 1 and below, I believe, too, to add up those numbers. Yeah, we got quite a few troops here, but I really like that there's some really high level tier troops as well, and you got 2 of the tier 15 unlocked, which is really cool. It is K40, and I think it's almost ready to go on to K41. Just needs the walls. Already has the victory column level 5, so that's really cool. Can probably move forward pretty soon. In terms of tech power, I think it was over 200 million. Let's take a look. I'm going to have to block some of this out, but technology power, 230.5 million. So just by that number alone, I know that like the academy is going to be maxed. You're going to be really far in on the military academy as well. It's going to be looking pretty solid, but let's go take a look anyway. So the academy, I mean, I'm sure there's just, ignore these little graphical issues. Everything's going to be done. I know that's all done. There's probably just a couple really small basic things that are still not done. I don't know why this game on this client in particular isn't advancing. Like it's not updating. So we're missing the defense advance, but that thing is probably maxed out, and we're just looking at a couple small things like these that are, completely unnecessary, but that's just a couple extra things that are missing there. Let's take a look at the military academy. It's a lot more important. I think this is going to be pretty far down. Yeah, look all the way to the bottom. So there's going to be some things that are missing, like hospital capacity and so on, but it looks like the troop stuff for the most part is done. It's just some of the minor side research stuff that you need to do. Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple things that can be improved, but no, this is really solid. Like, yeah, he's working on reinforcement right now, and that's not the most important thing for most. Reinforcement isn't the highest priority. Research in here, everything else is done. So this is looking really good in terms of research. Let's take a look at the placement. I'm going to have to blur some of this out again, but I believe that they are, okay, they're number 2, I believe, here. So this is all going to be blurred for you, but at 14.1 billion, you're really close to number 1, but you're currently set at number 2. Alliance, I'm assuming, is going to be number 1 as well. And one of the highlights of this is there's some really strong generals. Just going off of the notes that the player sent, so I don't have to go through everything, they have, how many did they? 54 pieces of civilization gear. And just to put that into context, I think I have like 5, and they've got 54. So they got more than 10 times more than I have. And that's a lot. They have generals that are completely starred out. Like, look at these. These are not even the military generals. They're the duty officers. And they've got 5 stars, 5 red stars, 4 stars. This is really good. So the debuffs and the buffs are going to be really strong overall. Like, let's look at some of the main generals. We got the main defense general here, which for some reason I can't click because The Evony client here is not working for me. Things are just not, like, this is ridiculous. Sometimes this, I'm going to have to reinstall the game, but you can tell, I like just looking at them. 5 red stars, fully specialized. You've got a lot of options here in terms of generals, even if I can't click the gear. I mean, you got fully refined civilization gear on tons of these guys. They're level 44, so just from that, you know that the monarch level is level 44 as well, so you're pretty close to 45. Like, this is pretty darn solid. A nice graphic for Martinez. That's the newer one, right? That's pretty cool. That's this guy here, the general skin. Awesome. All right, so like it's really, really decked out in terms of general civilization gear. We can take a look at the subordinate cities. I think that's about the same. Like everything is going to be awesome. We've got gold Japan, gold Japan, gold Japan, gold Japan. All gold Japans, I believe, except for one. You've got the purple Japan. I mean, this is a stellar account already. We're going to look at dragons next because I think they have a ridiculous amount. Of course, they're going to have these unlocked. Okay, with this kind of an account, you can expect to have this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 here. I can't click that. It wants me to update to the newest version, but there's no update available on this client. I don't know why. And then over here, so we've got the 4 dragons, I think, there. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got some of the All-Stars dragons, too. So you got Ladon, Amaterasu, Kolchan. Look, that's a lot of dragons. I think, let's see, they have 8 cliff dragons is what I think the guy said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so then there's this one too, which I can't click because the game sucks for me. But yeah, awesome. There's, let's see, 15 10-star generals, 54 pieces of civilization gear. He's got the castle for season 7, 8, and 9 of All Stars. Crazy, crazy stuff. What else can we look? Let's look at the general, the buildings around. Just see, like I said, they're pretty close to 41, but let's just take a look. Level 5 Triumphal Arch, 5 Military Academy, 5 Dragon Cliff. Everything else that's important is going to be 40, except the walls. So you just need to get this done. I don't know how much you have in terms of resources. Is there enough to get there? Not enough here. Let's see how much is stocked up here. Tons. All right, so we got 20 billion locked up right there. So you're going to be most of the way to get the walls done. Probably enough, actually, to get the walls done. And then it's just the keep left over. Wonders at 3. Of course it is. I can't see some of these other things. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, really, really well off. I don't usually check this stuff, but let's take a look at... It won't even let me click this. This is ridiculous. Some of the stuff is just not appearing. Okay. This is kind of frustrating, but yeah, you can tell that this account is just ridiculously decked out. Number 2, pretty close to number 1 on the server. It is a solid account, and let's take a look at like their battlefield history. A lot more wins than losses. Yeah, they've got a lot of wins. You know, they got a couple of recent losses, but I mean, this seems like it would be a really fun account to play and to compete in PvP. I mean, it's already so well built that there's, you know, like some finer tweaking that you could do to make it your own, but it's already pre-established. It's already going to be really, really fun to play. So if you are interested in this account and you want to know more about this account, I'd suggest that you contact the seller directly. They'll be able to give you more information, especially since I can't necessarily see some of the more specific things, like some of the gear is just blanked out for me. These ones seem to be okay. When I click it like that, oh, and then we got some disappearing weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with this client, but that's pretty cool. Like they've got some of the, what do you call it? The specific items for duty officers. A lot of those things that you got to buy in the packs, like, yeah, officer staff and that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. Consul staff, yeah. Nice. All right. So I suggest you contact the seller if you are interested in learning more about this account. I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.